Have you guys seen this video yet?
Hey, here's a message for Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. Pay attention, bud. You have until Wednesday to swear her in. Wednesday. Or I will release your Grindr profile and your IP address. I bring receipts. You're not going to sit there and actively work against LGBTQ rights and democracy. It is treason. Yeah, I'm calling you out for treason.
If I was Mike Johnson and I was in the closet, I'd be pretty damn scared right now.
Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, your time might be up because right now a viral TikTok creator has given you a deadline. Wednesday, swear in Adelita Grajalva, or he says he'll release the receipts, your alleged Grindr profile, your IP address, evidence he claims that ties directly to you, ties to your gay activities in hidden spaces, in secret. And here's the thing, in politics, there are always receipts. They always surface. Always. This isn't just about you, Mike. It's about a Republican Party that has made hating gay people, trans people, and anyone outside their little definition of family its core identity, while hiding something very different behind closed doors. Let's be honest, it's a pattern. Last year in Chicago, during the Republican National Convention, rumors swirled that Grindr, yes, the gay dating app, crashed from overuse. Think about that. The very party that writes bathroom bills and bans, books filled a city with delegates so eager to log on that the app buckled under the load. And here are some more Republicans' receipts and hypocrisy of them always preaching, do as I say, but don't do as I do. Let us take Matt Schlapp, the Republican CPAC chairman.
I think the bigger story is that Matt Schlapp essayed that guy. And I mean, yeah, the George Santos thing, it's whatever. This is the head of the CPAC thing. That's his beard. I mean, his wife, okay? And they have these events that rile up not only the base, but the politicians. And now that they are running the House, they probably thought this year was going to be banner. We're going to get that. And we have to drag that thing down the mud because there is nothing worse than a hypocritical, white, paunchy, older Republican that is sexually deviant, and we need to call them out because most of them are, and their wives have to go to bed every night. Doing it with his intern? Yes, he is. And we have to make sure that we make that CPAC look like a room full of freaking hypocrites, which is what they are. But we got to keep them.
The man who rails against woke indoctrination was accused of groping a male staffer in a car after a campaign event just last year. The lawsuit is still hanging. The receipts didn't go away. And now we land on you, Mike Johnson, a religious hardliner who monitors his son's internet history and preaches morality from the House floor, facing allegations that you're living a very different story when the cameras are off. Receipts, receipts, receipts again.
The cabinet officials and aides have been discussing very sensitive material through Signal and included an Atlantic report for that. What is your response to that?
I don't know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of the Atlantic. To me, it's a magazine that's going out of business. I think it's not much of a magazine, but I know nothing about it. You're saying that they had what?
They were using Signal to coordinate on sensitive materials.
Having to do with what? Having to do with what? What were they talking about?
With the Houthis.
The Houthis? You mean the attack on the Houthis? Well, it couldn't have been very effective because the attack was very effective. I can tell you that. I don't know anything about it. You're telling me about it for the first time.
So why is this all colliding now? Because power is at stake. Adelita Grajalva, Arizona's new congresswoman.
Hey everyone, it is Tuesday afternoon, and I am here with Adelita Grajalva, who is the new congresswoman who was just elected in Arizona, in Tucson. But you guys, guess what? Her mom is New Mexican and from Peñasco. So she's basically a New Mexican. Yeah, and Tucson's a lot like New Mexico. But so, you know, a lot of people have been asking me, you were supposed to be sworn in this week. Your election happened last Tuesday. Yep. And have you been sworn in?
Here we are. I have not. I am literally trying to figure out what the holdup is for this Chicana from Tucson and why I can't get sworn in. But I was hoping today we'd have an opportunity, and that was shut down really quickly. And so now it might be the 7th, might be after the 14th. I have no idea.
And the thing that's really crazy about this is, number one, we were supposed to be in session anyways this week, and they canceled votes. Right. But even so, Mike Johnson was in such a hurry after the last couple of special elections that he swore in his members when we weren't in session, but yet he's not giving you that opportunity.
On a day like today, a pro forma day, right? April 2nd, look it up. There were 2 Republicans sworn in specials.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Here I am just waiting and hanging out. But I'm meeting great people. We're chit-chatting. It's great.
And, you know, trying to avert a shutdown and save our democracy and make sure that the government stays open and
protect healthcare,
do all the things. But, you know, I know you've worked in public service throughout your career, and I would be remiss if I didn't note that your dad is one of my favorite people, and we miss him dearly. He was the chairman for the Natural Resources Committee for many, many years and a mentor to so many of us. But what drew you to public service, and what are you passionate about? What are you excited to get sworn in to do?
Oh my gosh. So public education is a big one for me. I served on a school board for 20 years. I'm a product of public schools. My parents are, my kids are. I think it is that opportunity. It's what opens doors of opportunity for people. And I am the granddaughter of a bracero, a hardworking Mexican immigrant who came to this country with the promise of a job and hope for a better life. And I am the daughter of a famous congressman. That happened in one generation because of a lot of hard work and public education. And so I am a huge proponent of public education. And it is why I want to be here, just to try to reverse some of the horrible, devastating cuts that are happening in public education, but also protecting our democracy. I mean, here we are, and we have so many of the rights that have been given to us that our generations before us fought for, and now here we are fighting those same fights again.
and basically trying to keep the government open. Yeah. So, well, hopefully. I don't know. It's not looking very promising at this point.
I don't think this week is going to happen for me. Maybe October 7th. I really don't know. We haven't had any direct communication. It's kind of weird here, you know. It's a little, it's very clicky, and you hear rumors, and then some of them are so outrageous that you're like, that can't be true, right? And then they are. So there we are.
And not only that, not only have they not communicated to you about your swearing in, we just learned in our caucus meeting that after last night's meeting at the White House, not a single Republican has reached out to Democratic leadership to try to either reopen the House or keep the government open. So here we are. But look, we're here. We're here. We're ready to work. We're ready to work. Well, we're so excited that you're here.
Thank you so much.
Just won her special election by nearly 40 points. She's not just making history as the state's first Latina congresswoman. She's threatening your razor-thin majority in the House, 219 Republicans, 214 Democrats, 2 seats vacant. Her swearing in makes your margin even thinner. But it's worse than that. Grajalva has pledged to sign the discharge petition for the Epstein files, the one that's stuck at 217 signatures. Her pen makes 218. Game over. The files move forward, and you can't stop it. So what do? You stall. You delay. You claim procedural issues. But the paperwork is already certified. The Secretary of State already sent it. You're not waiting on documents. You're waiting on time. But suddenly, Mike Johnson, you're faced with the TikTok bombshell, the TikToker dilemma, swear her in, or the receipts of your gay activities on Grindr drop. This is the Pushback Network. We don't chase talking points. We chase receipts. Subscribe, hit like, and let's push these hypocrites back together. Now let's zoom out on this bombshell of a story. This isn't just about one man, one ultimatum, or even one petition. It's about a culture of hypocrisy that defines today's Republican Party. They pass laws to strip rights from LGBTQ people, while their own delegates are crashing Grindr. They weaponize religion against trans kids, while CPAC's chairman is accused of pressuring a male staffer into sex. And then all the leaders of the party simply ignores it like nothing has happened. They preach purity, morality, and family values.
All of you, each and every one of you, fought hard, stood up, shared this incredible, optimistic message that we need to save America and, in essence, save the world. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of our hearts as being part of this incredible CPAC family, because you all have made the difference in this past election.
It's the truth.
So we honor you. We appreciate you so much.
All right, y'all, Matt Schlapp has got some nerve. That is Matt and his wife Mercedes at CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Conference, for which he is the chairman, just 2 weeks after sexually assaulting a man in a bar. And now, before you try to call this some kind of a political witch hunt, okay, he just paid out $480,000 last year to somebody who accused him of sexual assault in 2023. He also has been accused of the same thing in 2022, getting undressed to his underwear and rubbing up against the guy without consent. He also is accused of trying to kiss a guy against his consent in 2017. What is going on?
While the receipts keep piling up. And now you, Mike Johnson, the Bible-wielding preacher? Of course. But this is not about you, Mike. You're just but the latest name in the stack. So here's the bigger truth. Although we live in an era of Trump where there is no shame anymore in what politicians do, no fear, no repercussion, you know what? Receipts always win. They cut through lies, cut through spin, they cut through hypocrisy, and they always surface when the powerful least expect them. Her delay tactics can't erase Adelita Grajalva's victory. They can't erase the Epstein files forever. And they sure as hell can't erase the receipts. Because in the end, the closet always cracks open. And when it does, the whole world sees what's been hiding inside. If you're with us, please drop a comment, subscribe, share, and keep pushing back. Because the receipts are here and we'll never stop bringing them to light. Until next time, this has been the Pushback Network. Stay strong.